Dale Sunderman with the Family Advocacy Program in conjunction with Airmen and Family Readiness, and this is a parenting moment. One of the things that we have to understand is struggle is a biological requirement for growth, and that's where our kids are going to learn the most. Sometimes we forget that's actually where we are going to grow the most. So struggle isn't something that we need to avoid because it's a requirement. But what's become very frustrating and apparent to me is that individuals, when they start to struggle, they think, instead of that being something that's good, they think that that's actually a sign that it's time to shut down. They think that if I'm struggling at this, then this is not meant for me. So in sharing the value of struggle and growth for our kids is owning several stories that illustrate that. One of my favorite, and one that I told my boys over and over and over again until I heard them start to share or reference it with others, was the one of the young caterpillar. And the young boy who found this caterpillar was so excited. He found this cute little caterpillar and he brought it in, and he and his mom had found that, yeah, it is one of those caterpillars that actually does turn into a butterfly. And so they put it in a mason jar and they poked holes in the top, and they made sure that it had leaves to eat and sticks to climb on. And they had watched it, and it didn't take very long for the caterpillar. It must have been in season, because they said within just a few days, the caterpillar started to make a cocoon. And it sat in the cocoon, and every day the little boy was so excited. His mom would sit there and watch him as they'd take a look at the cocoon and just wait for this butterfly to emerge. He did not want to miss it. He did not want to miss the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. And so it'd be the last thing he'd look at when he'd go off to grade school. And it's the first thing he saw when he got back home. One day, though, they had seen it was moving, and the butterfly started to emerge. The caterpillar, they could see it was starting to emerge, and as it kind of broke as it started to emerge, started to see that the wings were starting to develop, and he was so excited, and watched it struggle, and it was getting close to going to school, and he saw that it just stopped. He was so disappointed. He wasn't going to see this caterpillar turn into a butterfly. And he went to school, and he came back, and the butterfly hadn't moved any further. He thought for sure he was going to see this beautiful butterfly, but it was still it was still in the cocoon. So he continued to watch. Later in that day, he saw it struggling again, more and more, really trying to work itself out of the cocoon, but really didn't make much progress. And so he was certain if he could just help him out of that cocoon, he'd then be able to see the butterfly. He wanted to make sure he saw it before going to school. So when his mom wasn't looking, he went and grabbed the scissors, and he kind of cut the cocoon so that the butterfly could pop out, start flying around. But it didn't. It kind of dropped to the bottom of the jar, fell to the bottom of the jar, had kind of an oversized body, undersized wings. And he thought, I'm not going to see it become a butterfly. So he went to school. And when he came back, it was still swollen body, tiny little wings. And again, day after day, the butterfly continued with the swollen body and the undeveloped wings. Because what the little boy didn't know, and his mother had to cue him in on, is that once the struggle of the cocoon was removed, the butterfly wasn't able to develop. The butterfly needs the struggle to push the blood in its system so that it can develop. Without the struggle, the caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly. Now that's the same for each one of us. Without struggle, we can't realize what we're designed to grow into. That's a parenting moment.